What's up, guys? Going to be talking about the Bellator card coming up tomorrow night. Not sure if it's a numbered card or not, but the main event's going to be Sergey Kharitonov and Vassel, co-main Roger Huerta and Sydney Outlaw, and then also Austin Vanderford and Gracik Bazinian. Anybody who doesn't know Austin Vanderford, it's Paige Van Zandt's husband. He was on the Contender Series, had a couple fights now in Bellator as well. He's a pretty good fighter, up-and-coming prospect, good wrestler. I do feel he'll have the strength advantage in this fight. But I will say I did watch some tape on Gracik Bazinian, and I do recommend you guys take maybe 15 minutes. There's a couple highlight reels as well as a couple fights to watch. Looks like he has some solid hands, some power behind his punches, throws in combination. He did get taken down a couple times in the fights that I saw, and that's a red flag for me most times. But he was able to cinch up a submission within the first minute. Nice triangle, and got the win there as well. So it looks like he might be dangerous on the ground. I do feel he'll have the striking advantage. Now, Austin Vanderford, on the other hand, though, like I said, he will have the strength advantage. I have been impressed by him, but I do feel 5-1 is off. The main thing I want to stress here, guys, is keep Austin Vanderford out of your parlays. We don't want 1.16 odds busting up a decent parlay. There's no value there. So I'm going to stay away from it, and that was the main thing I wanted to stress here, guys. The lines might be a bit off. There could be a bit of value at 5-1. I might take a small shot on that, but more so just to stay away from Vanderford. Next up, Roger Huerta and Sydney Outlaw. In this case, even with Roger Huerta at 4.5, I can't take a shot just because of how he's looked over the past few years. Definitely on the decline in a big way. Sydney Outlaw, though, at 1.2, no real value there either. So I'm going to stay away from this fight altogether. We'll just move on to the main event. Sergey Kharitonov and Vassel. Now, depending on what website you guys used, the odds have been anywhere from 2.5. This is the low end, and I've seen them go all the way up to about 2.75. So I did take a shot on Vassel at 2.75. Now, a few years ago, I probably wouldn't have done that. Kharitonov has slowed down quite a bit. He's on the tail end of his career. He's been around forever, fought all the top guys in MMA at that weight class. Recently, he put away Matt Mitrione, or he didn't put him away, but he won. Something to do with the mouthpiece in that fight. It was odd. I can't remember exactly how it went down, but he did beat Mitrione nonetheless, and he also beat Roy Nelson recently. So he still can go, but there's a decent reach advantage here for Vassel, and I think it could go to a decision. He could outpoint him. I think it's 6 to 10 inch reach advantage. And at 2.75, I just thought the line was a bit off there. Kharitonov is nasty, though. He knows how to close the distance. He could touch him on the chin and get the W. So it's not going to be a big bet. I don't look at it as, the best play of the weekend. But I did think it was worth a shot. I'll be watching those fights tomorrow, so I did want to have a play. Now, I'll also be releasing another one of my strategies videos, guys, and I will be talking about determining value. Also, a good strategy for when you have a lot of single bets in a night on how to hedge those. Just some strategy tips on how to grow your bankroll or just keep it safe if you do have a bad night to minimize your loss. So something to look for later in the week, guys, because I do see, a few straight bets on this card or throughout the week on a few cards. So it's just best to have a backup just in case, for whatever reason, your picks don't come through. Again, like I said, you have an insurance policy. Now, I will be back again after the UFC final weigh-ins with any of the props or fights that I didn't go over on the last video that I put out yesterday. There has been a couple plays for anybody who did miss those videos. They were released over the last couple days if you want to check those out. But tomorrow night, not normally a Thursday night for Bellator. I think they usually go on Friday and Saturday. But, not a bad night of free fights. It should be on Paramount. So, not bad to lead into the UFC. I would like to see more fights available for betting. There's only the 3 guys. But, again, stay away from Vanderford. No value on the Huerta and Outlaw fight. And I did take a small shot on Vassel. Now, if you do watch tape on Bosnian, like I said, at 5-1, I do feel like there's a bit of value there. I might take a small shot. Keep it small, guys. You don't need to go big when it's at 5-1 if you do take a shot. But I recommend just taking a look at the tape as I did, and you'll see what I mean. And that's about it. We'll leave it here. Please like and subscribe if you haven't yet. And I'll see you guys after the weigh-ins on Friday. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.